Let's rock. Alright guys, it's your boy that Domino Effect, and this is pretty much as beastly as it comes. Probably my best gameplay to date with the sniper rifle. Or the scout sniper kit. On Wasteland, as you'd expect, because this map was perfectly designed for the sniper. You see there, I get a bit lucky. The other guy can't aim that well, and neither could I. But first tip: do not go back into the same spot after you've engaged the sniper, as you see I'm doing here. But they have no idea what's going on in this team. As you'll see it by the end of the game. And yeah, my next tip is going to be about aggravation and when to leave a certain area after you've outstayed your welcome, because I'm going to say 80% of sniping is positioning. It's fairly easy just to shoot someone with a sniper, as most people on Call of Duty seem to find out, and if you position yourself correctly with the sniper, you can do what I'm doing here, picking the enemy off at leisure. And these guys didn't have much hope in this game, but they never do against me. No, I'm joking. But it was a pretty beastly game. As you know what's gonna happen when the chopper gunner comes up. We've all seen it a million times before, and I miss Wasteland so much because I would just pull out my scout sniper kit. Actually, this isn't the generic scout sniper kit which I normally use. This is like my variant with the red tiger camo Barrett. It's pretty much the same thing, except for I swapped the FMJ out with a heartbeat sensor, because not the heartbeat sensor, with a thermal sight, because thermal reigns supreme on this map. That's why I pretty much have to use cold-blooded when I snipe, because everyone relies on the thermal sight to see through this map. And this is probably the best map ever. Best map in the Call of Duty series anyway. See them spawning on top of each other. But yeah, this game wouldn't have happened without the chopper gunner. And then you might think, well, I do not capture a flag in this game, but why would I need to when I'm doing this with the chopper gunner? I don't really see anyone's point. I realised in this game that I didn't play the objective as I used to, and there was points in the game where I could have kept the flag and helped our team out, but we do win the game. It's a pretty close game, as you'll see at the end. And I want to say, without me in this game, our team would have lost, because the chopper gunner, I think I put up 2 chopper gunners, and that's like, I don't know how long they last, like 40 seconds, something like that. It's pretty much a minute and a half of our team being able to dominate them. And yeah, this leads me to talk about playing the sniper correctly, because it's not designed for capturing flags. I'll say this a million times. There's 8 other people on the team that can capture flags, and I don't know. If you're playing this role, which I used to play it quite a lot on this map, but you shouldn't be expected to capture flags. It's more about keeping your presence in the area, and that leads me to talk about the tactical insertion. The tactical insertion is huge on this kit. It pretty much makes this kit, because it allows you to stay in areas undetected and around the edges of the map. I cut out the first minute of the game because it's quite a long gameplay, and it was a bit campy at the start, and you guys know how I like to camp, and I understand that's not entertaining. But I pretty much, as soon as I spawned, I put the tactical insertion down at the back. We spawned the seaside by the helicopter at the back, and that was my first death. Anyway, I had a good run. I was like 38-0 at that point. And yeah, the tactical insertion. Look at the power of it. I can pretty much keep a presence in my favourite area of the map, which is the BC side. It is this side is beautiful, pretty much, because the A side, I find it a bit too open. The C side, you've got a bit of cover, and B, you've got the buildings here, which is frustrating when they spawn there when you've got your AC-130 or your chopper gunner. But for the most part, it's a real good spot to go in, and you see me pretty much camp this building the whole game. Now, when playing Wasteland, you pretty much want to focus on one thing, which is holding a side of the map, and only pushing when you have control of. You see there, my teammate takes C. I think I end up going around to C at that point to try and do some work, but you see they're spawning everywhere at this point, and that's pretty much what kill streaks do to the spawns. I get 1,000 kills with a Barrett, because that's how I do it. But yeah, I come back over here. I think I take my second death in a minute. But they're spawning around me at this point, and this is my fault. I should have moved to C quicker. I see they're taking B, and I knew they'd be all over me. I think, does this guy get me? think it's in a sec. But yeah, I pretty much outstayed my welcome, and my aggravation level was pretty high at this point because they're getting pretty pissed off, and we all know that people on Call of Duty seem to keep running back at you on any Call of Duty to kill the camper, because everyone hates campers. And I guess yeah, cold-blooded pretty much count as a thermal, but you see what the power of the attack insurgent. He gets shot in the back for his troubles. But yeah, Wasteland is all about holding a particular section of the map and making sure you have your side, because before you try and capture any other flags, you want to make sure you've got control of your one first and foremost. It's no good just losing map control of your flag and trying to push other flags. And that's pretty much what you see when you see people triple cap. You know, when they start spawning everywhere, and it's so frustrating for the team. Oh, I'm not a very good sniper. I'm a lot better sniper now than I was back in MW2. As much as I preferred sniping in this game, I pick my shots a lot more, and yeah. But the counter UAV is super strong. And yeah, as I said, holding a particular section of the map and not outstaying your welcome, which is what I do. I think that was my last death. I think the final score was 70-2, which is, yeah, it's probably my best game to date with the Scout Sniper kit anyway, because we all know the assault rifles reign supreme in this game. Although sniping had its part to play in this game, particularly on this map, and I just love the sniper feel on this map. All the grass and the ghillie, and you could just kind of crawl through the grass and knife people in this game, and it was beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. You see, at this point they're just trying to find me, and I make a pretty smart move on my part by pretty much duck and dodging out of the B side, because I see. Ooh, is that a quick scope? I think that was a quick scope. Yeah, so I'm not a hard scoper after all. But this game was pretty good. Every time you get 2 chopper gunners on Wasteland, you know it's gonna be good. I think in the first chopper gunner they shot down my Harrier for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, I guess I wouldn't have got this game without the big kill streaks. But I was running counter UAV, which is real useful on the sniper. You can either go that or UAV. I'd probably recommend the counter UAV overall, because a lot of sniping is positioning, as I said, and I'd say like 20% is making the shot. And pretty much, I think Wings Redemption says like pick your shots and stuff, whereas Hutch says the shot not taken is a shot missed, and I don't know. I just don't believe in revealing your position, like just for the sake of trying to make a nice shot across the map. It's much more important with the sniper role to stay alive and keep a presence in an area, which is pretty much what I do the whole game, and stick to the outsides of the map, because you want to avoid everyone goes in that cave, dudes. Seriously, all the little scrubbies wanting to get their little triple semtex, they'll keep running back at that cave. And I think in every Wasteland video I've ever got on, because I've still got quite a few on my computer, I've never gone into that cave at any point, because it's just a guaranteed death. And that's pretty much how you want to play Wasteland. Just avoid the cave, stick to the edges, and control your section of the map. It reminds me a lot like Resistance. You see here we're getting pretty pinned down at sea. But it was probably one of the best games I've played, especially when you get this chopper gunner. I think this one goes to absolute work. It's just pillage, slaughter. I can't even describe it. But yeah, I missed this map so bad, and sniping in the recent Call of Duty game doesn't seem as good. I know Modern Warfare 3 is kind of easy, but I don't think it's easy when you factor in how the maps are designed. You think of maps like Hard Hat and what other maps are there? Resistance. Yeah, you can't really snipe on those maps that well. Or you could do just as good a job with an assault rifle, which is pretty much not the case in this map. I wouldn't have been able to do half the things I did in this game without the sniper rifle, and it is pretty much my tool. And as you hear, we're trouble capping, and we're still down. I think we're still down at this point, but we do come back to win it. And that's what made this game extra special, because if we lost, I wouldn't post it, because you get so much hate not capping flags and all that stuff. But I hope you guys have learnt a lot in this video, because this is very much what I aim to do with my sniper rifle videos. It's only really how to play them at Wastelands, and a couple of sniper tips thrown in, but I can't include every sniper tip in the video because I forget so many. Pretty much aim for the head. Biggest tip. Oh, I love going on these turrets. Can I get anyone? No. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, you know, drop it a like if you want to. It's your choice. I don't really care. And I was gonna do a video about snakes as requested by Raven, particularly the black mamba, because the black mamba is an animal. Literally, it is a beast. And yeah, I'll probably do that in my next commentary. But yeah, 200 to 199. As ever, peace.